Hello everyone, what's up? It's Chunkmaster3 here, and I'm back again with a new video, and this time it's time for another update video. And I decided to make this update video right now. I'm actually waiting for 3 movies to arrive next week, but I just couldn't wait to include these movies in this update, so I decided to just make this update right now instead. But there's a bunch of DVDs, so I'm not going to talk about every single one of them, but yeah, let's begin right away before the time goes way too far. First up, we got this double feature, 80s, totally awesome 80s double feature with Teen Witch and Heavenly Kid. I liked both of these movies. I liked the Heavenly Kid a little bit more, but still both really great 80s movies, so yeah, really good, both of them. And then we got If Looks Could Kill. This was really good as well, early 90s movie. I thought it was a little bit confusing. There were some things that I didn't really get in the movie, but I might have to rewatch it, but I still really liked it, and it had a really great soundtrack as well. And yeah, and this is also the story, or it's written by Fred Decker, the guy who directed The Monster Squad and Night of the Creeps. Yeah, he wrote this, so yeah, really cool movie actually. If Looks Could Kill. And then we got Wisdom. You probably saw that in my top 15 Emilio Estevez movies, so yeah, I've probably already talked about this enough, so, but yeah, it's really good, and it was unpredictable, so yeah, really good. Great movie by Emilio Estevez, his first movie he directed, so yeah, Wisdom. And then we got a movie called Secret of My Success, I believe, but this is the Swedish title. I believe this Swedish edition has been out of print for a while, but I was lucky enough to pick it up second hand, so yeah, never seen it before, and I've not seen it yet, but yeah, really looking forward to see it, so yeah. And then we got Red Planet with Val Kilmer. I can't remember which year this came out, but I just looked at the trailers and so on of it, and it looks really cool, so yeah, Red Planet. And this one I picked up just because of the title, and because, yeah, basically just about it, because of the title. Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Ballorama. That title just says it all. Seems to be a really fun movie. Pretty silly and stupid, but the title is just worth to buy just because of the title, seriously. Yeah, not seen it yet, but yeah. Then we have Dracula 2001. I know this is also known as Dracula 2000. For some reason they added 2001. I'm not really sure why, or if that's the original title or what, but yeah, always wanted to see this, so yeah, picked it up very cheap, so yeah. Dracula 2001. And then we got the third Exorcist movie, directed by the guy who wrote the first one, I believe, or yeah. Apparently he wasn't very pleased with the sequel, so he made like his own sequel or something. I'm not really sure, I've not really heard that much about it other than that, but I don't really know why people hate the second one. I actually think the second one is a really good sequel. I think it's very underrated, and I don't really know why so many people hate it, but yeah, the third Exorcist movie, I don't really know what it's called, but yeah, The Exorcist 3. And then we got more 80s stuff. Dead Heat. I've always wanted to see this, and I finally picked it up for a good price, so yeah, Dead Heat. Then we got the double pack with Waxwork and Waxwork 2. I already had Waxwork, the first one, in an 8-pack, but the reason why I picked this one up was because I wanted to see Waxwork 2 Lost in Time, because I think this is the only way to watch it on DVD, so yeah, Waxwork and Waxwork 2. And then we have another sequel, The Fly 2. This is the sequel to David Cronenberg's The Fly from '86, and I think this came out in '89. It has Daphne Zuniga and Eric Stoltz in it, so yeah, heard heard mixed things about it. And then we have Deep Star 6. This is directed by oh my god, what's his name? Sean S. Cunningham, the director of Friday the 13th. So yeah, that was the reason why I picked this one up from the beginning. So yeah, Deep Star 6. And then the next couple of movies I've probably mentioned before, so I'm not going to... I've probably shown them before, so I'm just going to show them real quick because they didn't get in my previous video because the camera went wacko. So yeah, Witchboard 2, The Devil's Doorway. And then we got Witchboard 3, The Possession. And then we got Warlock 3, The End of Innocence. You saw it in my previous vlog video or whatever, so yeah. And then we got Blood Beach. And then Black Christmas, the original, the Swedish edition. Really big fan of this movie, so I decided to pick it up on the Swedish edition as well. And then a movie called Mausoleum. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but supposed to be a slasher from the 83 or something, so had to pick it up pretty cheap, so yeah. And then we have a movie called Eldmarkt in Swedish, but I think this is Toby Hooper. I don't really know what the title is in English. It's Spontaneous Combustion is the original title. Spontaneous Combustion, pretty hard to say, but yeah, never seen it, but I know it. Brad Dourif is in this, so can't be that bad. And then we have, talking about The Exorcist, this is William Friedkin's The Guardian, from I think this came out back in 1990 or something. Always wanted to see it. It was pretty expensive before, but I had to pick it up because the price was lower in another place, so yeah, I picked it up. Then we have another movie which I've always wanted to see, Wolfen. I've been on the hunt for this movie for such a long time. Heard good things about it, so yeah, really looking forward to see this movie, Wolfen, from the early 80s. And then I double dipped, or whatever you want to call it, a little bit. I picked up the Region 1 release of 976 Evil. This movie has a lot of mixed reviews. I am a really big fan of this movie. The sequel though is terrible in my opinion, but this one is amazing. I think Robert Englund did a great job with this. This was the first movie he directed, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, really great movie, 976 Evil. And then the last movie of this update is a movie called Saint, or it's called Sint in its original title, because this is a Dutch horror movie about Saint Nicholas that comes in like December, tries to kill people and so on. I had really high hopes for this movie, but I was very, very disappointed, sadly. Watched it yesterday, and yeah, I was not a big fan of this movie at all, sadly. I don't really know why, I just didn't like it, but yeah, Saint. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and didn't get bored. Now I just have to end this video before the camera don't want to cooperate with me anymore, so yeah, see you next time, bye bye.